Hi, Robin with Oxy-Dry. Uh-oh. See the snow? Oh yeah, up on the top of the hills. Winter's upon us. Haven't had any in the valley yet, but it comes down, usually what happens is it kind of inches its way down, as it were, and then actually I think last year we had snow in November. Sometimes we even get it in October, so anyway, so far we're hanging in there. The pass over to Vancouver, Coquihalla Highway, big snow up there. You can actually, if you're interested, you guys are down in the States there, you can look up the Coquihalla, Coquihalla, something like that, road cameras or whatever, and you can see. Anyway, it's quite a highway actually. It goes right over top of some ridge of mountains and everything, the coastal mountains over to the lower mainland, we call it, down in Vancouver area. Anyway, so here I am cleaning the basement area of this rather large house. This house is apparently about 7,000 square feet, which I have no doubt. I've done the upstairs, actually the upper floor, which is 2 floors above me. It's like, like in other words, there's a main floor right above me where I did an office, and then up above that is the floor, which I should have that video posted before this one. This carpet down here is a wool, berber, kind of a commercial grade, I guess, very tight weave. It's a good quality, very good quality carpet here. I actually have to do this area rug as well, so we'll deal with that. The previous owners, I guess she was saying that this weird wear path here, obviously they had a desk in the corner, and wheels from a desk chair were massacring the carpet here. I didn't ask her how long they've been here, but I think this carpet probably is original, which is going to be like at least 25 years old or more. I'm not sure how old the house is, but it's a few years old. Big house. So we're going to clean, and I opted, in this case, I'm going to use the green stripe rayon here with the polypropylene scrub strips. I find that those pads work pretty well on this on the wall carpet, so that's why I'm choosing that. So we'll see what happens here. I'm looking at how much I have in there, I'm thinking I might have to add some to this. We'll see. We'll see what happens here. Okay, now I just dropped it into place. Give it a twist to the left, which will engage the clutch. So that way I don't have to lean it back and then put the pad driver on, which is a pain in the butt anyway to do it that way. I know a lot of guys do that, but you don't have to. If you just get the hang of doing it the way I just showed you there, that'll work just fine. Okay. Alrighty, let's clean the carpet. Oh yeah, look at that. Can you see that? It's brightening up right away. Drop it a smidgen more. Oh yeah, that's looking definitely brighter. That's 300 RPM. I haven't pre-sprayed anything. I normally don't. You don't normally need to, other than maybe traffic areas and spots and stains. But there were very few stains on this carpet, surprisingly. I've been in this house before, although I don't remember being in the basement area here, but maybe I did down here. I don't remember. doesn't look like I'll be needing to post-groom this carpet. I did vacuum it very well with the Hoover Hush Tone. So that's turning 360 degrees on the carpet, and that's about 5 passes per second, what you're seeing right there. That's a lot. Now you can see my finger there. Okay, we're back out of here. Oh, it's actually plenty damp. Oh, yeah. Okay. You can see I'm moving along pretty quick. I'm not trying to go fast. But the open areas, you can really actually move along pretty fast. It will deal with the table, and then I can get those chairs out of the way. Alright, we'll park that there for a minute. Oh yeah, I can smell the wool. Okay. That, by the way, is really, really heavy, so I'm not moving it. It's off of a ship, I guess. Made of brass, I guess. I get a kick out of guys that say that the rotaries are hard to handle and everything, when you can see how easily and nimbly you can maneuver with a rotary. I don't get why people say that. Oh well, other than the fact that they've clearly not familiarized themselves with using one, I guess. People say strange things. Often they just repeat what someone else told them and whatever. Anyway, doesn't matter. All you need to do is just watch what's happening here, and you can see for yourself just how easily this all happens. How effectively this cleans. How efficient it is to operate the way that I'm doing it, particularly with the shower feeding. And 300 RPM really does take it to another level. That's for sure. You don't have to have a 300 RPM machine. I've been working with my one, well, technically my machine was actually a 180 that I've been using the last 10 years. But we'll just say it's a slow speed, which is usually a 175 is what most are. And this, by the way, that's 200 RPM. So that's considerably faster than a typical 175, but yet it seems so terribly slow compared to that. And for the most part, that really isn't gonna, that's not a deal breaker by any means. Absolutely not. 175 is a perfectly fine choice. And you can run a great business and do just fine. But a 300 RPM machine will speed you up, certainly for the wide open areas. You're just going to move faster. And it takes a little less effort to get the results that you're after. But it's not a deal breaker by any means. I'm not suggesting that you're lesser for using a slow speed machine. No, of course not. Excellent choice. You can clean all day long with which I've been doing for more than 10 years. Well, actually 30 years. Come to think. Well, yes, 30 years. But when I say 10 years, I'm meaning how many years I've been posting my videos, which has been more than 10 years. So this is going pretty darn fast. As I say, I won't have to post vacuum this one, so that's good. And I don't have a problem when I do need to do that. It's just part of the process. And when you need to groom, I would rather use the vacuum. I could use a rake, but I prefer to use a vacuum. Physically, I find it easier on me, and it's a little bit slower, usually. But that's okay, because I'm actually doing an additional, on the carpet that has got a pile on it. When you have to rake it, you're going to probably deal with at least some degree of particulates that you might have kicked up when the cleaning. Whereas on a carpet like this, there's not going to be anything there anyway, because it's such a low pile carpet. So that's not an issue. I have one of those. I picked it up in a garage sale for 20 bucks a few years ago, and I've been using it every day now for months. Well, I used it before, but I kind of went away from it. But I started using it again because I think it'll help with the circulation in the lower legs. I started having an issue there with the swelling in the lower legs, but I pretty much have dealt with that now, and because I get out this thing every day, and the vibration keeps things circulating better. Only takes 10 minutes. Yeah, I paid 20 bucks for it in a garage sale. Amazing. I had no idea if it worked. They said, oh yeah, it works. It's like, okay, maybe it does, maybe it doesn't. But I figured, well, 20 bucks, it's worth the risk. And that was probably 5 years ago I bought it, I guess. Okay, now we're back over to where I began. Yeah, actually, that big job that I did, which I posted just a couple of videos ago there, big commercial job, was the first time that I realized just what was happening with my legs. I actually had, I'd done the job, but again, I'd been on my feet literally for like 8 hours or so, doing that big commercial job. I came home, pulled my socks off, and about 3 or 4 inches up my leg, it looked like I had, almost looked like I'd torn the skin off. It was just like beet red, like, wow, scary red. And my legs were swollen up. And that's when I realized that, you know, being on my feet all day long like that, you know, that this can happen. It is a sign of aging, etc. But anyway, I did that job. You saw the video, I just posted it. And now this is not happening at all. Because, well, partly because of I'm doing that machine, the vibrating plate machine. So now I'm not having that issue anymore, or virtually none at all. It's still there a little tiny bit. But, you know, I'm getting old, and I'm 65 now. There are signs of what's to come. But maybe I'll be like John Force. What a guy, eh? I don't know if any of you guys know who I'm talking about, but well-known funny car driver, and 75 years old. Had a tremendous crash. I'm not sure how long ago that was, like a few weeks ago, I think. Doing 302 miles an hour or something. And his motor blew. What a spectacular crash, my goodness. His motor blew, and he went sliding across the track one way, then the other way, and hit the wall hard. But 75 years old. What a guy. I'm pretty sure I wouldn't want to be doing that at that age. Bad enough to be, you know, maybe could I be cleaning carpets in 10 years? Well, probably, I guess. My dad was in his 70s before he stopped. But I'm in better shape than he ever was, actually. At this age, especially, I think. I think around this age is when he got his first knee replacement, and thankfully, so far, I haven't had any signs of that sort of an issue. But these things, you know, we wear out. I'm sure that if I'd been steam cleaning all these years, I would have had to quit by now, because I found steam cleaning, you know, with a truck mount, wow, way more physically demanding than what this is. And that's one of the things that I've noticed, by the way, when I, you know, went to using the rotary years and years ago. I realized this is a much better way to go about it from a physical point of view. Physically, this is not anything like pulling the hoses and pushing the wand back and forth and reeling up the machine, you know, the hoses onto the reel. Mind you, got to have an electric reel, that's for sure. I remember years ago I didn't have one, and that was quite something. It just, and then pulling the hoses up into an apartment or whatever. I mean, oh my goodness, this is so much more refined, I guess you could say. Like I get the guys, you know, are stuck on, got a truck mount. Like, okay, fine, but boy, oh boy, it's far harder on you physically. And that's one reason, again, why I wanted to do the rotary many years ago. I thought, you know what, the rotary is a better choice. It's going to do the work for you. All you have to do is kind of guide it around. Work smart, not hard, right? And even, you know, when I got the OP machines, I found again, physically, it's harder to use the OP machine. I have OP machines. I know what it takes. The wheels up machines, like I have a Challenger, and of course, Corey, Carpet Muscle, had video showing the Challenger, and I was always thinking, like, Mom, my goodness me, that is hard work. I know it is. And then I got one, and it's like, oh boy. Definitely wouldn't want to use that all day long, and of course now he's realized that, and he doesn't want to ever touch a Challenger again, because he realizes that it won't clean as well as a rotary, and it's far more difficult physically to do it. Once you understand it, once you know, you know. When you learn how to, pardon me, learn how to use the rotary to its full potential, it is the better machine for cleaning. It just is. There's nothing about the OP that makes it a better choice. It is a choice, but I don't want to sound, I don't hate OPs, put it that way. I get it, you know, to each their own. But I've been consistently saying all these years, the rotary is a good choice. I think it's a better choice. That's been my observation and my learning, and I have continually posted these videos for more than 10 years. And yeah, especially now that I've got this machine, it's like, okay, it's game over, man. It really is. Isn't that a line from Alien? Game over, man. That was a great line. Perfectly delivered too. What was that guy's name again? That was funny. Sad, but funny. Because it was true. Anyway, I digress. As you can see, I'm almost done this part. Now, I do have to go back and clean that area rug, so let's head back. This carpet is, I mean, it wasn't really very soiled, really, but it definitely has brightened up a lot. It's looking pretty darn good. I think what we'll do is we'll take a look at this pad. I'm not sure if I'm going to use that pad or not. I have a two-way here as well. I was kind of thinking I'd use that on that area rug there. It's a very, very nice area rug, by the way. Okay, now I'm going to drop this. I think. Oh yeah. Oh, wait a minute. What the heck is this thing? It's all coming apart. What kind of a couch is this? Really? Oh. Oh my, it comes up like that. Okay. Oh, that's what that strap is for. Okay, she said just to go around what I could, so I'm just going to do that. But can I fit in here? Probably, maybe. Or definitely maybe. Let's give it a try. Hang on. Oh. Ooh. Nope, I can't. The pad's a bit too big. Oh. Well, hello. Okay. Oh, I can come over at it from the other side over there. Yeah. So let's have a look at the pad. Actually, well, there's not a lot of visible soil on here, but there wasn't a lot of visible soil on this carpet either. But it definitely brightened up. Yeah, you can see it's dirty. Not very dirty, but a little bit. Okay, I'm gonna use the two-way. I decided. Two-way is a blend. I believe they're actually polyester rayon. I've heard people say they're polyester cotton. No, I don't think so. I may be wrong, but I think they're polyester rayon. There's no cotton in here, I'm pretty darn sure. But whatever. You go onto the two-way site, I guess they explain what it is. I can't remember. I have read it before, but pardon me. Sorry. Anyway, so now we're going to clean that area rug. That will go pretty darn fast. So she just wanted me actually to do what I could reach on here, so that's what we'll do. I can feel it. It's hooked in. Low speed. And away we go. Oh, look at that, brighten up. Ooh. Actually, I find the two-ways work really quite well on wool rugs usually. Yeah, I can really smell the wool. See how easily I can maneuver here? So we'll go back over this way. Okay, hang on a sec. I need to pull this table a little bit. It doesn't like that edge. Okay, like that. Okay, we'll get out of here. And I'll just run the vacuum over it. And by the way, for those of you guys who are scared of wool rugs, one thing to bear in mind is that if you're using a neutral pH cleaner, which you should be pretty much using anyway, and you don't over wet the rug, the chance of you ending up with a possible bleeding is actually very slim. In fact, I didn't show it, but I did one yesterday, and it was a, you hardly even picked anything up off of there. It was a it was a handmade, very bright colors on it, and you know, it was a rug that you would, if you did get it wet, it left it sitting for a little while, like an hour or two, wet, it would likely bleed. But if you clean it with a low moisture satin method, and you're able to clean it and have it dry within an hour, 30 minutes, which is actually often the case on a wool, it isn't going to bleed, because bleeding can't happen unless there's enough moisture present for the moisture to pull the dye out and migrate from one place to another. But if it's only slightly damp, it is very unlikely that it'll bleed. And if you're really concerned, if you see something that's really got really bright colors, which you can do, a little trick, give it a little mist with some acetic acid, just enough to just get the tips of the fibers down, and then clean it with with whatever you're cleaning it with. And the acidic pH that you leave, you're cleaning at, will lessen the chance of bleeding even more. There's actually another trick, and that is salt water. But I've done it before, but you don't really need to do that. I've done that on furniture. Anyway, let's go over here. There's a couple of weird little marks there that aren't going to move, it looks like. Okay. Well, I don't think the pad's got anything visible on it, by the look of it. Let's have a peek. Oh, virtually nothing. Okay, I'll let you go. Thank you for watching. Have a good day.